Um, looking ahead, the challenges are mounting, and we need to have a clearer picture of what these challenges are. We are currently 7 billion people on this planet. According to UN statistics, the ILO statistics, half of this population is the world's workforce, the economically active population, and half of that, by the ILO's definition, is vulnerable. Yeah? So, half of the world's workforce is considered vulnerable. This means that it has some kind of relationship with wage labor, some kind of relationship with agriculture, sometimes it's involved in both, it's a floating population, it has no future. Yeah? Now, in another 25 years, we'll be 9 billion, by mid-century, more or less. And by the end of the century, we'll be 11 billion, and then it will stabilize. How many vulnerable people are we going to have in 25 years? Yeah. And how to absorb them in dignified employment, in dignified agricultural production. These are some of the key questions that need to guide our thinking on agriculture in general and contract farming. How to keep these people in the countryside. Yeah. We have to have strong agricultures. We cannot have the type of agriculture that expels these populations, expels the youth to the urban centers, which themselves offer no solutions. So what is the role for agriculture? Contract farming, the way it has emerged in the recent decades, it's a type of Uberization of agriculture. It is a crisis situation. We're dealing with crisis management. We're trying to develop legal frameworks to cover an Uberized agricultural situation. Legal frameworks are absent sometimes, but that's by intention. Yeah, in Brazil, this Uberization of agriculture occurred without the legal framework. That was by intention. If the agribusiness wanted it, they would have had it there in 1980, but they waited until 2016. Yeah? So there's a political economy to this. There's interests that prefer to have a deregulated, non-regulated situation. Yet, it is also true, as it was said in the previous panel, contract farming is a fact. It is going to get worse. It's going to get worse. It's the future, by the looks of it, it's the future of agriculture. Yeah? And it will be a disaster. Now, what we need to be thinking about is how to claw back from contract farming. And the FAO needs to be leading in this debate how to get out of contract farming. Of course, we need to have the legal frameworks, and that type of firefighting is okay. But we have to accept and be honest with ourselves that we're dealing with firefighting. We're putting out the flames. Now, what else are we doing in the meantime? We need to be talking about giving solutions to absorbing these masses and masses of billions of people. One of the issues that has emerged in and you know it fully well, is that cooperatives, even in contract farming situations, change the dynamics. Yeah? So cooperatives change the dynamics with relation within contract farming and generally. So cooperatives have to be a real focus of research, yeah? And policy for the purpose of creating agro-industrial development of the type that will absorb labor, that will link production and consumption in local and national levels, and begin to address really the problems of our times. Yeah? We cannot pretend that the type of agriculture that we have today and the way it's moving is going to solve any of our problems.